Good morning, everyone. Let's make some buttons. Welcome to Good Explanations. This is a channel where we seek good experiences, where we create good experiences. And today we will continue with our website project we are building with Next.js. And today we are going to be building the buttons. Finally, this is going to be an episode solely that we focus solely on building a button. Sorry, we are building with Next.js. I couldn't speak. That is quite all right. So without further ado, let's jump right in and let's begin. I am sure you are liking the new animations, the production quality that I am bringing to the table. I hope that is the case. I was out I was very unorganized, or I was very irregular in the last couple of days. I'm recovering from a mildly serious injury. You can say it's a sports injury. I had a back injury after a sports session, but I'm getting better. Hope the break in the rhythm didn't affect you guys in any case. But anyway, let's begin. I will do my best to keep the channel rhythm, keep the video schedule in a very orderly fashion. Okay, thank you. So let's begin. So let's take a look. As it can be seen here in our design, this is what we are referencing right now. Let me close the guidelines here. Where is it? The guidelines. Nope. What is this? Interesting. Okay. The font is very different. I'm not sure what did that. But anyway, so this is the design I'm referencing. And last we built the dynamic navigation bar, which I enjoyed seeing it in action. It reflects the actual state of our backend categories and backend pages. So that is a marvelous implementation, in my opinion. I enjoyed it while doing it. And today we are going to work on the buttons. Here we have 3 buttons currently that we have decided to use. 1 in the top left and 2 in the hero section. So for the buttons, I also made some some variants. These are, some of them are hover states or focus states. So if you can see, this button, let's say this is a primary button, primary variant. It has a they have their hover or focus states as well, and we will build these 3 buttons, let's say. So 1, we have 2, and there is the 3rd button. So we are going to be building these 3 buttons in the same component. The same component will have variants. So that is it. That is our to-do list for today, and should be pretty straightforward since we are not setting up any build tool, which may require some debugging sometimes from time to time. Yeah, I think we are good to go. There are no commits, and by the way, you can find this entire repository available on my GitHub, which should be this thing. So this is also available in the description. This is, I last pushed my last commit last week, adding the navbar. And you can find the video content available here in this public repo. Okay, anyway, let's begin. After each break, I get some difficulty adjusting myself to the recording or live streaming. So better is to never take breaks. But when there is health issues, when there is family issues, you are, you are forced to do it, I think, and that's okay. So we can call this button. As our usual process, we are copying and pasting. We are creating a duplicate, a copy of the base template that we have. And base template has 3 files. One is our actual component, one is for the tests, and one is for the stories. Stories is that we are going to use a lot here while we are building the button. So let's name the files as well. .test and stories. Button.stories. Okay, let's keep working on it. Let's find every base template here and change it to button. Let's find every base template word and change it to button. And finally, rename base template to button. So now our files should be integrated and working quite nicely. Okay. Now let's immediately continue with our intent. Our intent is, let's name the intents. So this is, we can say primary. This can be a secondary, and this we can call outline, right? It should fit to some naming convention of a how do you call it, framework, CSS framework. I am not sure which one, to be honest. This will be an outline. Let's put some dummy text for now. And we can also get our storybook running here to see what is happening, right? So we are gonna need not the name, but button text. So let's say text. It will take a text and maybe some on-click function. Let's leave it like this for now. So this should be something like this, and we will use it here. Right? Does it make sense? A button will have a text that it renders, like learn more, and it will have an action. It will be also a prop we will send from the outside world. And what else? Do we have anything? I don't think so. We can think about it when there is a need for it. Yeah. So this is a primary button. This is a secondary button, right? And why I don't see the third option? We can also take this one to the next screen, which is weird enough. I wanna keep moving between windows rather easy, so I created some how do you call it, virtual desktops. Yeah, YouTube put new reaction actions to the live streams. I am very interested about that. So it is the 10th minute. Let me check it after the fact. Okay, what are we doing now? So we have the baseline set up now. Primary, secondary, and outline. So intent can be these three. If no intent is provided, it is a default. So let's make it also something available. And this will be intent is a string as well. Right. What are you complaining about? It needs to be specifically defined. You cannot say it is just a string. It is an enum. Okay. So this will just be the text. And that's about it. Should be like this. And this will be a button, right? Explicit type attribute. So button type will be a button. It is not something else. And on click will be on click. No. What? Right. So this should give us what we need. If I remove this, it will arrow body style. I wanna correct this, but couldn't. So can I just remove this from ESLint? This is really bugging me. I don't want it fixing. Off. Can I make this off? Let's make this off. It would make my life much easier. Off. Yeah. So yes, don't make my components like immediate returning immediately. Okay, this is I like. Thank you. So if we go back to the storybook, right? Our storybook is quite complete now. Sorry, our prop is quite prop structure is okay, and we can build the story now. So we will change this to button props is, so we are gonna name intent primary. We can say this click me, or I don't know, text. So we changed the name to something else. Keep it simple. On click will be an empty function, and intent will be primary unless stated otherwise. So for the primary, we can use the entire prop. For the secondary as well, we can use it. and we need an outline as well. So we will call this one outline. This will be outline. Intent will be outline, right? Not lined, not with a D at the end. This is outline. Cool. Primary, secondary outline. We have a text. We have an on-click. Everything, every prop is used on the rendered element. And now we should have the thing ready. Cool. So we can see every option now, every variant. Now we will design these variants according to our actual design, right? Very cool. Okay, now we have completed the groundwork. Foundational component is complete. From now on, it should be only, we should be only working here in this area with the Tailwind utilities. Very cool. Okay, so first of all, let's check it out. How can we see it? Let's try to zoom in. This is my component. This is the text. Okay, so parent component is, what is this? Horizontal padding. It is 50. So we have a rather large padding. And letter spacing, by the way, is, we will work on this letter spacing later. It should be also reflected. Okay, so first of all, let's go back. This is flex, justify center, items center, and we will put a px of a rather large padding on the x-axis. Let's say px12 and py 2. Yeah, let's start with this. Let's see how it looks. Interesting. Let's check it out as well. So what is this font, by the way? Font is Times New Roman. Why? Preview.js takes the fonts. Next font Google. Offset Latin. This should be working now. Interesting. We lost the font definition on our Storybook. We have subsets. It is getting the globals as well. globals we are applying fonts just. Yeah, exactly. Oh, the button text is not maybe selected. Interesting. Let me specify here as font sans, for example. Let's see what happens now. Okay, interesting. This is something new for me. So somehow button element is not reset or reset, but I wasn't reselecting them here. Okay. I guess here we can put a button as well. Let's check it out. I can remove this. And by the way, we can think about using link here. But this is going to be the next step. Okay, now it is much better. Cool. The text is semi-bold. Semi-bold is 400, 500, 600. Yeah. Let's go. So font text semi-bold, font semi-bold. I think this is also true for every variant. Yeah. Do we have other stuff? No. Okay. Nice. Tailwind, I'm not really sure about the utility class there, so there, let's look at it. It is not typography font hyphen content no text letter spacing. Yeah, tracking. So we are gonna say tracking normal white tight. Tracking tight, normal and white. Okay, so we will say, let's say tracking tight, right? We can also give it should we specify it here? Tracking tight and font semi-bold. Maybe here we can do it. Or no. Let's do this on the button itself. So we have font semi-bold, tracking tight. It is looking like really close now. If we look at them side by side. You can see it, right? So this is our button. This is the this is the design. So design can, if we can increase the size a bit, we can see that they are pretty close. Let's change the text to learn more to have a better comparison opportunity. Learn more, right? I guess that's okay. We need to decrease the vertical padding, and then we will make the roundness. So py1, let's try 1, and also let's make this like rounded, like really rounded. More. And after rounding, it is, let's take it again. So make this 2x large. Okay, I think this is closer to what we have. Can we find the, let's extend the, so this is, py2 is 0.5 and py1 is 25. So let's make 1.1, 1.5 in between. Let's extend our not colors, not font family. Let's keep them open. And here we will extend padding, right? So in the padding, we will have 1.5. How do you understand? And this will be 0.357 gram. And this will be right. Nice. Okay. I think we are quite similar right now. Yeah, definitely. I like it. Okay. I think this is okay. And primary button classes are bg primary text gray, secondary bg secondary text gray. For outline, let's check the outline. So outline is this. So outline will have a green border, which is the secondary color. Transparent. So bg transparent, border is border secondary. And text will be what? Text will be white. So text will be text gray 50. But it will also have okay. So it will also have the effect of this hero title. So it should be text shadow, font shadow. How was it? Let's check it out. Let's cheat. Title, text shadow hero title. So it will be text shadow hero title, but it is going to be small. So let's check it out. this thing. Okay, we are getting somewhere. We need to increase the border thickness. A border secondary. Do we have a border? No, not spacing. Border thickness. Border solid, border. Ah, this is not going anywhere. So, Tailwind, border, border width. Okay. Let's try border 4. Let's try border 4. Do we have a definition here? This one. Group 2. No, this one. So border is border 4. Okay. Yeah, let's go. No, what was it? It wasn't border 4. It was border. Oh yeah, border 4. Okay. So how does it look now? I can live with this. But the problem here is this should be included within the so how individual sites. Box sizing should be already border box, no? I mean, I hope this is the situation. Otherwise, I think I was expecting Tailwind to reset box sizing to border box. Tailwind makes this the default for all elements. Yeah. So if we check it, what is it? So for this one, computed box sizing is border box. Interesting. Uh-huh. But then the padding is this is too narrow. Border width. I don't see this as it is increasing with the border thickness. 4 pixel looks okay, but then this is huge. You see? These are okay, but this is different. And the only difference is the border box. So box sizing border box. This is 210 width, and for this one, it's 200. It expands 10 pixels more, and that is the thickness. Box sizing. Elements, borders, and padding when you give it a width and a height. CSS, box size, increase with border. Okay, we can use an inset shadow then. Box shadow inset. I will check the easy answer first, or the sensible answer. I shouldn't border box. Box sizing, box, border. So this should be already set, and this is already set, but I wanna make sure. Not this one, this one. Okay, no, this is still too much. So what we need to do is, let's set not border, but shadow. Shadow is box shadow, right? Again, go back to Tailwind, shadow, box shadow, box shadow, inset, shadow inner, Shadow inner. Shadow LG. Okay. Shadow MD. Shadow inner. Shadow inner MD. Do we have shadow inner MD? Or we will make a special shadow. Yeah. Let's check it out first. Shadow inner. Shadow MD. Shadow secondary. Let's see how it looks. We cannot make shadow inner on a bigger, thicker configuration. Now this is weird. So we will figure this out now. Okay, so we need to make a button inner shadow here. This goes to box shadow is something else, right? So this is X, Y, and this is blur. Box shadow. Not this one, but box shadow. Where is it? Box shadow. Let's read about it. Offset X, offset Y, color. We can immediately use this. Offset X, offset Y. Spread. See more. Inset is okay. We are going to use this. So let's extend. I think this is another thing. Box shadow. Yeah. Extend. And we will say outline secondary. Sure. No. Do I need to specify color here? Yes, I think. I think so. So this is going to be inset weight. Come on, border. Why border is working like shit? Border should be working. It is the easiest solution. Border inline, inline border, inset. I want to read more about borders. It should be a solution. This is not cool. Border width. Is this because I am setting somewhere a width for the X12? Okay, maybe this is causing something. Borders, utilities, to set the border width. Border style to solid and border width to 0. Okay. I want to read about box sizing again. Box sizing to border box. Telling the browser to include the elements borders and padding when you give it a height or a width. So we need to give it a height and a width. So we can safely assume, okay, you know what? We need to make it a bit silly, I think. Yeah. I want to make it, I mean, this is not optimal, but I think border box only works when you have the width specification. Otherwise, it is wrapping the content. Then after the content, we have a padding and so on. And this is stupid. Okay, so what can we do? We can specify a width. Then we don't need the px12. So px12 is 100 pixels of 100 pixels around the text. You know what? We can make the buttons minimum width 200. Width 200 like this for 52. Now this will work. Come on. What the hell? I can't even use the py. Now they are consistent. Again, not consistent. Okay. What the hell? This border is fucking up everything. Can I give a simple line height here? Line height, does line height fixes this? Text. What is the line height? T. loose 8. If I say leading line height, what happens? Leading 8. What does it do? This is no matter what, this goes out of boundaries. So I need to set a specific height. That is 40. Fuck this. Height is 40. I mean, this is only way to control the width and height. It is border box, but CSS is weird that way. At least that is my current state of knowledge. Okay, this works. Let's make it more round. Let's make it rounder. Yeah. Rounded full is what we need. If we put them side by side, it's pretty much the same. Let's reset this. What happened there? There you go. This is Coolio. Why this is bigger? It's 238 now. Why? Is 13 RAM. And RAM is calculated. What is the calculated to it? 13 RAM. So 238. Where is it? Toolbox. 238 over 13. This is 18 points. Okay. I am happy with that. What is our width here? 223. I guess that's okay. Yeah. Maybe we can fix it to 50. Do we have a 50 here? I'm not sure. After a certain point, it is like, yeah, 48, 50. So either we can do 48 or 52. Check 48. How does it look? Tabs. Okay. Let's stick with 48. 48 is cool. Okay. And this is more 48 is closer to being a a factor of 2. There are a lot of 2's in 48 than 52, if you know what I mean. Okay. 48 is, yeah, there is only one 3. In 52, it is, if you divide it by 2, it is 26. Yeah, and then you can divide it by another 2. It's 13. 13 is a prime number, and you are fucked there. But 48 is all 2's except one 3. So it makes more sense. Anyway, there it is. There it is. Our actual states are here. Then we are going to make the hover states. And for this one, hover state is this. So on hover, we have text gray 900, I think, and text color will be the secondary. So for this one, hover BG gray 900 and text on hover text secondary should be enough. For the other one, or this one, right? No, wait, we have a fourth button, and this is a, so I made this. Where is it? Okay, let's check it out on the, wait, I totally, okay, this one just flashes the text. This is, at least this is easy. Okay, let's make it. Let's make it. We have another button. So this is outline. This is, let's say, secondary, and what can we call this one? This is primary. We have a secondary. This is outline, and this will be accent. Let's call it accent. I don't know. Does it matter? Let's call it primary, secondary, outline, and semi-transparent accent. Let's call it accent. Why not? Accented outline. I want to say yeah, naming isn't important. Okay, so that one is, let's check it actually. I think it is this one. This is white outlined. Okay. So I named them primary outlined, secondary white outlined. Okay. So white outlined does have a 62% opacity background. So background opacity. Nice. Let's check it. Background. Background opacity. Background color. And we have opacity. So we need to have a custom background color. Okay. Ah, changing the opacity. Nice. Okay. Color opacity modifier. Nice. Cool. I knew it. So this is going to be BG text, BG gray 50 with opacity of 60. Let's stick with 60. And the text color will be, let's go. Text color will be text secondary. Secondary. Right. And I think we have a border. Border secondary. And border, we need to write border here. And on hover, text shadow hero title SM. This should be the entire button. And we will add this button to our stories. Secondary outline. And this will be an accent. So this will be accent. Right? And our button is our accent. Nice. So it should work now. Let's go to the listing and pull in this again back here. Okay, now our accent is cool. This light, dark, we have light and dark. I guess that's okay. I guess that is working. So outline is there. Primary is okay. Let's make the secondary really fast. So what did we do for secondary? We don't have a hover situation for the secondary one. At least it is not defined. Interesting. So I forget about it. So what is a good way of making this one hover? We can invert. We can directly invert it. Why not? Let's do it like that for now. So on hover, secondary will have a text secondary, and on hover, BG gray 50. Yeah, why not? So primary is on hover, it takes the dark shade. Secondary inverts the coloring, which is fine. Accent gets the shadow, which is fine. And outline will have a more, as it can be seen on this play. So this gets a slight shadow. Actually, you know what? Is it a good time to check this out? No, let's finish. Let's finish today. So let's continue. The only thing we are missing is this one. This one should have a hover effect. And on hover, I'm gonna say text shadow. So let's make it bigger. How does it look like? Yeah, I can live with this. You can feel the feedback. Yeah. Okay, so I think this is very good. We have achieved what we wanted to achieve, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do now? I'm going to ask ChatGPT to uh write me a test. Write me the test file for this component. Does it make sense? So I will say, or we can even say, let's try this. Let's try the extension that I have installed. I think there is no write test button here. Write unit tests for the component. Let's see. Holy shit, no. This is best. This is not cool. Write unit tests for your components. Let's go. Let's see. I want to see some AI action. Everyone is talking that this is going to replace people. Let's see. You copied what I have done. It's pretty straightforward, but I want to see how it is going to work. To have class BG secondary. Okay. This is something, yeah, this is something meaningful. It should have text. That is also something we can write as a unit test. Let's see what ChatGPT does. So I will copy this entire thing. Let me check my ChatGPT here really quick if there is any sensitive thing in there. I can make this okay, so this looks fine. So I'm gonna pull this back in. Let's copy our component here, the entire component. I will copy it. I will paste it to ChatGPT. And I will say, write unit tests for the above React component. Let's go. Ah, you don't have to tell me that. How long has it been? Just 70 minutes. Cool. Okay, fire event screen. Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Okay. It tries each intent. Very cool. This is, I think this is not good. Okay, let's copy and paste this. Let's see what it does. Take this, the entire thing, come here to our tests. I will put it here. So let's check it. So render component. They have the default props. Let's take this entire default prop. Yes. Cool. So we are going to remove this. We will just call, come on man. I'm gonna disable this button thing. We are gonna render component here. It should give me a screen. Wait, what? I am confused right now. Let's pull this, guys. Okay, let me continue. So I'm gonna render with empty prop list. Okay, I can pull this thing to the inside the describe. Did you reach it then? No. Okay. I can move this out of the boundary. Now this will work. This will again render the default component. Okay, apply the correct intent. So we will give okay. I think we have made our necessary changes. Let's see. Button failed. Yes, this is what I was expecting as well. Button element should have. We don't have CVA primary, but it will have. Yeah, this is something expected. So how can we differentiate? We can differentiate it. We cannot differentiate it. But maybe we shouldn't differentiate it. It should render. I mean, the main point is it is working. But I am thinking about how to have this a parametric result depending on the intent. The easiest solution is to have like we can have it like we can have something like this can be and or wait. No, what I'm doing. What the hell? So we can immediately put here a okay, I can't put it there. So can I make this this? Dash. Does it work? No, does not work. So variant intent. So then we can say CVA primary. And it is CVA secondary. I'm just trying to see the tests working. CVA outline. CVA accent. Let's see. Pass. Cool. We have some useless class names, but it gives us enough to pass the tests. So let's finally check the one last time. Check our storybook. So as you can see in this episode, in this live stream, we built our button component with 4 different intents, 4 different variations. First one is primary, and primary behaves like this on hover. Secondary behaves like this. Outline makes this cool weird glitching effect, and accent is also have some feedback to the user when it is on hover state. So this is pretty much it. We have also written our test with the help of ChatGPT. Actually, ChatGPT gave us the entire test. This is also cool. I think it is covering the entire component, so it will help us keep it intact with its entire functionality. So it is very cool, and this is our button component. Utilities classes are separated from the component very nicely. We have our type defined. We have our entire component structure. We have everything. Very cool. I will commit this as the button component. Actually, let's just do it right away. We made some changes. Let's also put this there as well. Did I use padding at all? I don't think so. I moved away from it. So we can discard this. Yes. Button, stories, tests, and button goes there. We added this here, so let's put that into the stage as well. And we will say add button component, and boom, this goes there. We push changes to, did it push? Push. Okay, let's push. Our Husky will be running in the background. So if we refresh this, button component is on the GitHub repository. This is fine. Let's go. Let me put back the design page or whatever. Let's put this one for better visibility. Okay then, I think this was a good stream. We achieved a lot. We built an entire component in one stream, end to end, including the tests and stories. It was very cool. I enjoyed it. And let me make myself bigger actually. Okay, so I will see you next time. Actually, today I think I will have some time, so maybe I will also make a live stream about Unity as well. I started a second series, and even we can play some games. So let's stay in touch. Let's keep yourself updated, and in the meantime, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to like the videos because that helps a lot with the exposure. So until then.